Hi guys, Luke from Lucas Cars. Today we're here with Craig's GT86. We're going to be doing a bit of a showcase today of the vehicle, seeing what modifications he's done. It won't be a review because I'm not reviewing it because I'm not really at that level, I'd say, to review a vehicle, but I can show you all the things he's done to it, get some sound clips and all that good stuff, so let's get to it. So we'll go from the back of the car, which is probably the more exciting bit because it's got more bits done to it as such. So let's talk about the wing first, Craig, because that is the most exciting bit in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it's a replica Sard wing, bought second hand a little while ago. It's full carbon deck on it, and then I'm not sure exactly what the uprights are made out of. I'm guessing aluminium or something. But what's quite nice about this wing is it mounts without having to drill into the boot. So it means you don't have to ruin your boot for future use or whatever by drilling a load of holes in it, because it just
I guess that's what those holes are in the middle. They like covered up holes from where the original wing was.
Yeah, that's where the original one mounted. Came with like a sort of very low mounted one on this. But yeah, that's where it mounted. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the car, so I didn't want to go and spend a ton of money getting the boot smoothed or buying a carbon one. So there's rubber bungs and then some sealant on the inside.
So it's basically a good option if you want to put a wing on. You can take that wing off, put the old one back on, and it'll look the same as what it did from the factory basically.
Yeah, so the wing just actually...
Yeah, if you want to show us how it does mount, I'm sure some people will be interested.
Yeah, so that's just how it mounts. It's literally got a little plate there. You tighten those up and it just clamps on.
Okay, so it is literally just like a slap the wing on. I can't imagine that takes too long to do either.
No, it's like a 5-10 minute job to mount the wing up. Takes a little while, just make sure you get it straight and level, but it's very easy.
That's very cool, that is. And as you said, it was full carbon as well, which obviously looks very cool on a white car.
Yeah.
So going down, well, we'll go down to the exhaust in a second, but just point out, I do really like your stickers as well as a cat with a turbo, which everyone likes turbos and cats. I mean, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, well, I wanted a turbo on the car, but didn't want to spend the money for a real one.
That's the closest we can get.
As I can get.
Let's talk about the exhaust, Craig. So is it dual standard, these exhausts on these?
Yes, they are dual standard. They come with fairly big exhaust tips standard as well. I think they're about like 4-inch tips.
These ones aren't standard though, are they?
That's a Nvidia N1 catback, which is, I'm not actually sure what size the exhaust tips. It might be 4.5. I'm not too sure.
They're big. Almost fit. I guess you could fist it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always good if you can fist your exhaust.
Yeah. So it's N1 catback. It's got a Jap Speed D-cat. It's like completely catless from after the manifold. There's still one in the manifold because it's a stock manifold, but it's pretty loud as it is.
Yeah. Would you say it's too loud, or what's your opinion on the sound of everything?
For me personally, it's about right. I couldn't see it could be too loud if someone who's just looking for a sporty, bit more sporty note, because it is quite loud. It does make a lot of noise.
Yeah, cool. We'll show the viewers a bit of the sound clips as well in a bit after we've sort of got around the rest of the car. So moving round now to the wheels on the car, what wheels and tyres have you gone for, Craig?
Right, so this has got some Bowler B2Rs. They're flow formed wheels, so you've got a cast face on it and then they forge the barrel of the wheel, makes them a bit stronger and lighter as well. It's got some Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres on. Highly recommend them for the 86. Very grippy, but you can still get the back end out if you want to. It does do that. Then we've got some TGR Motorsport wheel nuts on it. They're like neochrome shells with purple end caps to stop water getting into them.
They are very fancy, I do like them. They sort of go really nice with the sun strip, which we will get round to in a second. Is the car lowered as well? It does look like it is lowered a bit.
Yes, it's on 40mm lowering springs. But I think it's about as low as you can go with lowering springs, to be honest.
Is that the same front and back?
Yeah, 40mm front and rear.
I've seen that you've got really good fitment as well. Like, what offset wheels are these just for like people? Like, what are they offset and how wide are they?
Right, so these are 18 by 8.5s with a plus 30 offset.
Okay.
You can, I've seen people get 9.5s under, but with this still being on stock struts, I was a bit concerned about how close the inside of the wheel would be to the strut, so I decided to go for the 8.5 instead.
It does look really good though. It's like perfect, basically like sort of track setup in a way, because it's like, it's not too low where the wheel's going to be smashed into the arch, but it's at that height where it looks sporty and sort of, it just looks nice in general.
Yeah, it's very functional. I've not had any rubbing issues or anything. I think there's plenty of space there, no chance of anything rubbing.
Cool. I've noticed as well these sort of side deflectors. What do you call those? What are they?
They're some rear louvers. They don't really do anything. They're just plastic and fake carbon.
I mean, they do look cool though. I mean, it adds to the whole sort of side view of the car. I mean, it looks smart.
Just makes it look a little bit more interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I rate them. So obviously, same wheels again, same suspension shot and everything there. Here's the sun strip as well, which you mentioned, which is a status error one, which does look very nice as well. Anything you'd like to add on the sun strip at all?
I mean, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there is like a cartoon pattern on the black bit.
Ah, yeah, it is coming up on the camera, we can see that.
Yeah, it just looks quite good, and then it's got the quite bright pink status error. It's something a bit different. It did used to have a white and black one on.
Yeah, I remember with the white and black one, but I think it does look better with the black. I don't know why, but it's just sort of the nice contrast of like the black, and then it's got the nice bright pink sort of.
Yeah, I think the black works well, especially with all the other darker parts on the car.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. So obviously the front end, there's no splitters or anything, but the plate has moved, hasn't it, position-wise?
Yeah, the plate's moved up. It used to be on like a big plastic brick that sort of mounts on the actual grille, which it doesn't look very good. It looks like it was a bit of an afterthought by Toyota, so I took that off and then just mounted it into the brackets for the old plastic bit, so it's moved up a bit. It's
quite a nice little change that, because it sort of adds sort of like the wider grille sort of look.
Yeah,
obviously.
I felt like it gave it a much more sort of aggressive look. And
yeah, I would agree with you there, especially when you get to sort of angles like this. The car just screams like aggression, really. It does look really cool. So getting into the interior, obviously a lot hasn't changed, but Craig, would you like to tell us what is different about the inside?
Yeah, we've got a few little bits done. I have no idea how you pronounce the Japanese name for these, but the hook, some bit of edited style. That's from Azuku Crew. As are a few little bits dangling up there. Got some Eric Sparko seatbelt pads, a bit more.
Can't go wrong with them.
Also got a TGR Motorsport gear knob. I've had that in a couple of my cars. It's been in all of them, I think, bar one. Then I have a Tiffany blue kind of gear gator. From that, it's actually out of a Subaru Impreza, which was the car I had before this.
Was that just a straight swap? Does that just come in and out both cars?
Kind of. It's a bit awkward to fit to this, but I paid a lot of money in shipping and import tax on it, so I didn't want to go to waste.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You've got to make use of things you've got.
And then coming on to the, I suppose, centerpiece of the interior.
Yeah, I'm going to get in now so I can click it and we can show everyone what this is all about. So the centerpiece, what I'd call anyway in the inside, is obviously this mirror, which you might be like, why is there a mirror as a centerpiece? Of course, if you'd like to click the button, Craig. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's very cool. I've seen these sort of bit of like a trend at the minute, really. I didn't know about them until Craig got one. It's an infinity mirror, I think. Are they called that?
Yeah, infinity mirror. But I hadn't seen them until they posted one on their Instagram page that they were going to sell. And I saw this one and thought, I need one of them.
That's obviously an Izuku Crew as well, another item from them. But a couple of other companies do sell these as well. But it is a very cool mirror, and obviously with that pink theme again, with like the sun strip and all the other additions. And there is another surprise as well Craig has got to show us with this car, which we'll get to now. So we're outside the car again just to show you sort of the party piece of the vehicle, which is, Craig, neon lights, which it's a bit of a sort of, you either like it or you don't. I think it works on this car, which a lot of Jap cars tend to pull it off. This being a newer Jap car, it was kind of an iffy thing if it'd work or not, but I personally think it looks great. We'll do a bit of a tour around so you can see what it does look like. I mean, the kit he's gone for is a very good one as well, so I mean the lights look really good. It isn't like hanging or looks dodgy and all that sort of stuff. It is obviously changeable as well, but we got to go for that pink to match all the other pink colours on the car. Very, very cool. Hi guys, thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Thanks to Craig for letting us film his car, because I think it's very cool. Hopefully you guys do too. Like I say, he's just chilling on his wing. I mean, what else do you do with a wing when you've got a car like this? I mean, it's basically a table really to eat your Mackies on or whatever. Until next time guys.